And welcome back to Neon Fastique. Now on today's show we are taking a look at some of my mail away comic books, which basically, because everything is closed at the moment, and like you, I've taken this opportunity to try and fill some gaps in my comic book collection. I used basically online comic book shops, swapped some items with dealers, and obviously used the secondary market. So over the last few months I've been saving up my parcels, so today we can open these and take a look. So let's get started. Okay, so here we go. I've unpacked all my parcels and have two sizable piles. Now in no specific order, I think we'll just go through them, but as you can see, you will come across or will see quite a few back issues of the Silver Surfer from the late 80s and the early 1990s, because I am trying to complete a run there. But anyway, without further ado, let's get started. So first off, we have issue 100 of the Silver Surfer. So this is a giant sized 100th anniversary, complete with foil cover. Very nice. Next we have issue 1 of the Mighty Thor from 1998, and if I remember rightly, this was so this is the Dynamic Forces certificated number variant cover. Splendid. Next we have issue 2 of the same run with an awesome illustration of Hela on the front. Great. Next from 1996 we have Thor issue 501. It's quite a somber cover. And issue 502. Okay, so these are ones that I needed. Right, up next we have the 50th issue of the Silver Surfer. Now, again, a foil cover, but I think I ordered 2 copies of this, and the reason being is this is the newsstand edition. There it is. And the second is the direct market edition. Now, a lot of people do get confused by this. So a newsstand edition is complete with barcode. But if you pick up the same issue and it just has an illustration, you'll see this quite a lot in Spider-Man comics. There's usually an illustration of Spider-Man. So this is the direct market edition. Okay? So you can class it as variants, and I know some people do. Some collectors do. But anyway, so that's issue 50. Issue 44 of the Silver Surfer from the very same run. So this is the first appearance of the Infinity Gauntlet. So this is quite a collectible issue. Issue 51 of the same run. Now from 51 through to 59, or is it 60? I'm not quite sure, but they're all Infinity Gauntlet tie-ins. Okay, so yeah, great cover there. Galactus on the front. Next we have the Silver Surfer 75th issue, so again foiled, newsstand edition, and issue 103 of the Silver Surfer from that very same run, and I think, yes, there we go, issue 104. Okay, great covers. Now, Scooby Apocalypse. This is a great story, and I am trying to complete a set, but now I bought this from a comic book shop online. Now these have a tendency on the secondary market to fetch between 10 and 20 pounds, and it was valued at around 10 pounds, but then has dropped. But you won't find an issue of this on the secondary market for less than 10 pounds. But I went to a normal comic book shop online and it was £2.99. So this is my argument. Always check physical comic book shops first before you splash out on the secondary market, because people now just go straight to eBay and they think they're getting a bargain, and they are literally not. Okay, so anyway, this is issue 1 of Scooby Apocalypse. Brilliant story this. I did read it when it originally came out, but now I'm trying to put a set together. But cracking. Next we have issue 1 of the Silver Surfer. Now this is an issue that's gaining value as we go along. There's a big emphasis on late 80s and early 1990s, or to the late 1990s comics at the moment, and that's a trend that's been growing for the last 6-7 months. So if you're a collector, that's something you need to look out for. So that's issue 1. Now obviously I will get around to rebagging and boarding these. Now up next we have issue 23 of Scooby Apocalypse. So this is the zombie variants. This one's usually quite highly sought after, but again I managed to get it for just a little bit more than cover price from a comic book shop, so I'm really pleased about that. Next, this is a key issue from the very same line. So issue 25, this is The Death of Fred, believe it or not. So yeah, this one has a little bit of value. Up next, we have issue 36 of The Silver Surfer. And finally, for this stash, now this is a variant cover for the current Thor, written by Donny Cates. And I've got this issue a couple of times, but I didn't have this particular cover, and it's a cover that seems to be fetching a lot of money, and I don't really know why, because, you know, like it says, it's a second printing, but I picked it up for £4, so I thought, yeah, I'll have that in my collection. But anyway, let's move on to the next stash. Okay, so here we are on the second stash. Now, issue 2 of Scooby Apocalypse. Now, there are many variants for each issue of this, but this particular cover, which is the regular cover, is extremely difficult to find, and I managed to find it for £3.50, so I jumped on it. I've been looking for issue 2 with this cover for years, believe it or not. But anyway, so I was really happy to get that. Ah yes, the Ultimate Spider-Man. Now the Ultimate Spider-Man series in itself was fantastic. Now if you remember one of my Venom videos, it was issue 25 of Venom, I said this reminded me of this particular issue. So this is issue 33. And people tend to class this as the first appearance of Venom in the Ultimate Universe, but what do I know? But anyway, so I managed to pick these up. So I think I picked up a full set as well. I hope I did anyway. So issue 33. Great cover. Issue 35. So we need 30. Ah, there's 34. Issue 36. Issue 37. Issue 38. And issue 39. So yeah, I think that concludes. So this is just a filler issue after the Venom run. Right, I wasn't aware I'd got that one, but anyway, great. Now then, Afterlife with Archie. So yes, this is the Archie comics. Now, these came on sale a couple of years before the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Now, some of you may associate that with a Netflix show, but there's a couple of key issues in this one, if I remember, and I think I got the majority of them, I'm not too sure. But anyway, so Afterlife with Archie, issue 1. So this is the regular cover edition. Great little series as well. I do recommend that you read this. Alright, so we've got issue 1, which is a variant cover. And another variant cover for number 1. Second print variant. Number 2, regular cover edition. Number 3. Number 4, great cover art these. Brilliant. Number 5. And number 6. Now this is a key issue. This is the first appearance of the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Not Sabrina herself, but the character as it went forward. So this is the first appearance in this issue. So it's quite a key book. And a difficult one to find, if I'm honest. So I was lucky. I managed to get this as a job lot. And I'm not sure the seller was aware, but anyway, he got what he wanted and I got what I wanted. So, number 7. And I think that's it. I think there was a few more after this, but I'll have to track them down. Right, again, back to the Ultimate Spider-Man universe. So this is Carnage. So again, some collectors are like, well, this is technically the first appearance of Carnage in the Ultimate universe. I'm not really bothered. I just enjoyed the story. But I'm happy to pick these up. I've been after these for a while for my personal collection. So that's issue 60. 61. I think there's a full set here. 62. 63. And 64 part 5. Yes, that's it. That's it. That's a full set. Great. Well, there you go. That's what was in those parcels. And I'm still waiting on a few more, you know, just trying to fill in odd gaps in my collection. I'm pretty sure you do the same. But again, until next time, thank you very much for your time for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've enjoyed this mystery unboxing. But take care. Thank you very much for your time. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Woo. Woo.
Oh, I got a live one here.